I have been watching this SSSniperWolf situation unfold for the past few months, and this situation involved another creator on the platform who was overly critical of her type of content and expressed his displeasure with her videos by the way of parody with a second channel that poked fun at her lackluster reactions. Now, I stopped writing this script because I wanted to wait for more information to come out about SSSniperWolf, and some info did come out that paints her in a pretty negative light. If you're a fan of the channel, then you remember the videos that I uploaded speaking about a lot of these reaction channels from the glory days of reactionary content on YouTube. A lot of these creators have been called out for the same exact reasons, which are faking reactions, or in this case, for not adding any kind of transformative content to their reaction videos. Now, this has happened in the past with the creators like Jinx and BHD, who would sit around watching different videos and have very minor reactions towards the videos that they were watching. For a while, people within the YouTube community felt like reactionary content was cancer to the YouTube platform, and creators started to crack down on reactionary content and the creators who would upload it. And for a while, reaction content was a dying genre. But that was up until the pandemic, which brought out a new wave of reactors, and for the most part, the hate that people had for these creators simmered down. I feel like this was also because of the fact that the big content creators were streaming these reactions rather than just uploading their reactions to YouTube. The hate for reaction content died way down, but this was up until the whole XQC situation, where XQC, who is one of the biggest streamers on Kick, would upload his reactions from Kick to YouTube and reap the benefits by taking away the views from the original video that he was reacting to. He wouldn't credit the original poster and would post the full video onto his own channel without cutting parts out of it, so whoever watched his videos didn't have to watch the originals. Now, this started a new wave of people cracking down on reactionary YouTubers and how they mishandle their channels and hardly credit the original creator. Today, we speak about one of the biggest reaction YouTubers within the niche. The SSSniperWolf channel has been filled with drama over the course of the channel's life, but I thought we should look at this recent drama involving SSSniperWolf, JacksFilms, and also look at Moist Critical's opinion of the whole situation, and the videos he's made on SSSniperWolf in the past. If you end up enjoying the video, please make sure to leave a like. Now, let's get into it. Now, if you don't know who SSSniperWolf is, then you must be living under a rock. Okay, that was kind of a joke, because before this big drama, I also had no idea who she was and how massive her channel was. As of today, SSSniperWolf has a subscriber count of over 34 million subscribers, which is just absolutely insane. She created her channel a long time ago in 2013 and started her content out with gaming videos, but switched up her content in 2017 to more reactionary based content. At the time, she had around 5 million subscribers, but after she made the switch to reaction-based content, it was a more appealing genre for more people to watch her videos, which led her channel to balloon to millions and millions of new subscribers each month. She'd also be regarded as YouTube's golden child, being promoted by YouTube outside of just the platform, and we will see even later on in the video another example of YouTube taking her side of every situation and making sure she isn't severely penalized for some of the predicaments that she put herself in. Now, we have to speak about JacksFilms. He's another creator who has been on the YouTube platform for a long time as well, creating his channel in 2006. John was a creator we spoke about already on the channel a few months ago when we discussed the history of Jinx, a reactionary YouTuber who blew up in 2015. During this time, Jinx would become known as a lazy content creator, and JacksFilms was one of the creators who called Jinx out for his lackluster reactions or a lack of reaction at all to the videos he was watching. John uploaded a video titled Reacting to an Awful React channel, which saw John poking fun at Jinx and the way he reacts in his videos, which was pretty much Jinx sitting on the top right corner of the frame watching the videos with whoever was watching his video. But this would cause drama between the two and would lead them to be interviewed by Drama Alert, where JacksFilms told Jinx that what he was doing was wrong because it was pretty much like freebooting, which is like piracy or re-uploading someone else's videos without changing a thing to them. During Drama Alert, Jinx and JacksFilms came to an understanding in which Jinx realized that he should have been adding more value to the videos, but that his initial reaction was something he wanted to keep genuine. John told Jinx that he should edit some of the video out during post before uploading the video in order for both of them to profit off of the situation.
The method you go about reacting to videos such as mine is wrong. Forgive me, that's my dog. But just the method that you react is wrong because it's no better than freebooting. You're not providing a context. You're not providing any insight. It's just, and it's, even when the video is playing, It's just kind of, we see you smile and chuckle, you don't really say anything.
But this interview started the death of Jinx's channel, and shortly after this, Jinx became relevant as a reactionary channel. I'll leave a link to my full video down in the comments below so you can watch it. But John would move on to produce other types of videos for many years before he'd set his eyes on another reactionary YouTuber who didn't credit the original creator and was also making so much money every month that this reactor was able to buy a whole mansion. Now, the first time John interacted with SSSniperWolf and her channel was in a video simply titled SSSniperWolf. During this video, John points out how SSSniperWolf barely reacts to the videos that she's supposed to be reacting to, and how he created a second channel that would meme SSSniperWolf's original channel, and at the end of the video, John jokes and says maybe he'll be able to afford a mansion too one day. The first video on John's second channel was already uploaded before this original video, and that channel blew up, and as of today, JacksFilms' second channel gained over 500,000 subscribers. This channel was of course overly critical of SSSniperWolf and the content that she was producing. The entire lifespan of this channel was just poking fun at SSSniperWolf's content, but also credited the original videos that SSSniperWolf failed to do on her own channel. SSSniperWolf really never responded to any of the criticism that was directed at her from JacksFilms and his channel. And why would she? She was generating hundreds of millions of views each month, so responding to John in a video wouldn't be beneficial and only aim to put a magnifying glass on the videos criticizing her. But this changed during the summertime, when Leah started to tweet at John, calling him sexist or stating that he never critiques male reaction channels, which was a flat out lie. In a video posted by John on his main channel titled SSSniperWolf, but every 10 seconds I read a tweet she sent me tonight, John would read out some of the craziest tweets that she'd send him just during that night. This was one of the first times where we saw Leah actually show her more unhinged side, and also expose the fact that she has seen the videos that he has made against her and her content. But this beef mostly stayed online at this point in time. A month after this video, John posted another video titled Let's Talk About SSSniperWolf. This was a more in-depth video about some of the scummy things SSSniperWolf does on her channel and during her videos, like stealing content from smaller TikTokers without giving credit, or flat out ripping a video without asking for permission to react to those videos. He'd also point out the fact that in 13 of the videos she reacts to, she purposely blocks out the creator's watermark, which furthers the speculation that SSSniperWolf actively tries to take away the credit from these TikTokers.
She uploads daily, and her videos get at least 1 million views each. So, what does she do? She steals TikToks and reacts to them.
Oh, it looks like a cartoon!
Let's talk about how egregious this freebooting is. In each of her hundreds and hundreds of videos, she plays other people's TikToks and provides extremely base-level commentary.
This dude is running sideways! What? Wow.
If you want to support the original creators of the TikToks, too bad, because the only links you'll find in the description are all SSSniperWolf. And my favorite part is that half of the TikToks she includes either crop out the original username or just straight up don't have one. To use a recent example from just 3 days ago, she features 19 videos, 13 of which don't have any identifiable usernames. That means there's no way to find and support the original creators here. All of the views and all of the revenue go straight to SSSniperWolf. You know the phrase, work smarter, not harder? Well, SSSniperWolf does neither. She just steals and doesn't credit anyone, and has become a zillionaire in doing so.
A fire hydrant exploded, and the water's just going everywhere.
Pretty cool. Now, some of you might be thinking, so what? Who cares? She's giving creators exposure. And hey, maybe she gets permission from the creators to feature their work. You already know the answer to that. We reached out to creators who've had their work featured in SSSniperWolf's videos. And when we asked them if SSSniperWolf and/or her team had contacted them about featuring their work, every creator said no, they were not contacted. Most of them were blindsided by the fact that SSSniperWolf had been using their content, and some of them were pretty upset about it. Okay, so she doesn't ask permission, but maybe creators get exposure from her videos, especially if you can see their usernames, right? Well, let's test that theory. At the very beginning of a recent video, SSSniperWolf reacts to a viral TikTok, complete with her very insightful commentary.
Absolutely not.
And look, you can see the original uploader's username. Maybe they got a little bump, right? Well, when I looked up their account on TikTok, I found they had a decent number of followers, but that's probably due to their whale shark video going viral last year. Because if you look at their most recent TikToks, they're hardly getting any views at all. Which means that, no, people aren't flocking to the original creators even when their username is displayed on screen.
After this, JacksFilms started to post a lot more videos about SSSniperWolf, speaking about how she stole content, how she sometimes adds in the same exact clip twice within her videos in order to hit the 8-minute mark so she can add even more mid-roll ads. There was even a bingo card game about Leah's content, and it was something John would do live on stream. This is where I believe people started to take a closer look at Leah's channel, because if we look at Social Blade, after the videos came out against Leah, her channel never reached 700 million views per month ever again, and simmered way down to about 200 million views per month, which is still a lot of money each month, but nowhere near her heyday. I think this started to get to her so much so that in October, she posted 2 Instagram stories. One asking her followers if she should pull up to JacksFilms' house, and the other story being outside of his house saying, "Let's talk like adults." This all happened when John was live streaming Among Us with his wife and friends, and here's his live reaction to her Instagram story.
Literally knock on your door.
Like 5 minutes ago posted.
Wait, what?
She's literally right outside your house.
Oh my god!
This is happening right now.
Fuck.
Call the fucking police.
Fucking sue
Actually.
her.
Wait, what?
Call the police.
No, there's a
I'm not joking.
video.
She's outside your
That
house right
story.
now.
What the f?
Holy shit.
She literally
on her
posted
Instagram.
a video on her story 5 minutes ago.
I'm
of her
reporting
Oh my
it.
god,
No.
she
Yeah.
is. She's outside her
Doxing.
house.
Fucking record
That-
this right
She's
now.
fucking
God,
doxing
that's-
you. Yeah, that's the.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is
Oh my god, that's horrible.
no, that is a huge
No,
Okay, I'm
it's
violation
not.
of privacy and so
Oh my
much else. There's
God.
so much wrong with that.
No, I'm not getting out, dude. That.
No,
not
fuck
leaving.
that.
stay inside.
Call-
Absolutely.
wrong with her?
Call the cops and show them the Instagram story.
Hold on. I'm gonna go
And-
outside.
Aaron,
No,
no,
don't.
Aaron,
Oh,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
don't,
no, Aaron,
don't,
Aaron,
do not.
Don't, please don't. All right, hold on.
Please
Should
don't.
we? I'm gonna end this.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, end the
Sorry,
stream.
Sorry, gamers.
Um,
Thank you for coming out.
After this, John tweeted out, "SSSniperWolf just doxed me on Instagram. Creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. At YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off your platform." She posted an IG story right outside of my home and then deleted it. Now this is when all hell broke loose, and SSSniperWolf would post another story saying that if you said that she was doxing John, then that's defamation because she doesn't even know how to dox someone. Now, Charlie was quick to post a video about the situation and stated that Leah was threatening JacksFilms and you'd never show up to someone's house late at night unannounced to just hash things out like adults. It was a threat and showcased his address for everyone to see.
It's just an extremely degenerate, fucked up response to this whole situation from SSSniperWolf here. It's borderline illegal, I think. I don't think you can just dox somebody like this. And if it's not illegal, it's against YouTube's rules at the very least. And it violates the Geneva Convention of Internet Content Creators, where you never take internet beef into the real world. It's just going too far with this whole thing. JacksFilms was just making critiques on her content as well as making fun of it, which is something everyone does all the time, every single fucking day. And to go to this extreme where you dox him for it is just an incomprehensible, insano-style step.
The following day, John posted a video to his main channel and called on YouTube to deplatform SSSniperWolf, and also spoke about how he felt unsafe at his house after the IG stories were posted.
Last night, SSSniperWolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. SSSniperWolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics. To everyone that's reached out to us, thank you. We're fine, we're just a little shaken up. But mainly, we feel violated. We no longer feel safe in our own home because we're dealing with someone who genuinely thinks they're in the right for A, stalking me, and B, posting our home to her massive audience. What a disgusting abuse of clout that is. This is irresponsible at best and flat out dangerous at worst. YouTube needs to step in and take action. If this goes unpunished, then it sets a terrifying precedent that you can dox and stalk your critics so long as you have a big YouTube audience. If she truly wanted to talk with me, she could have done so through many other means. But there's one thing you don't do. You do not show up at someone's house. That's simply a line you do not cross. There is zero justification for this. She claims in her story that I've been harassing her. No, SSSniperWolf, I've not been harassing you. At all. In my videos on JacksFilms, I've been critiquing her non-transformative commentary, I point out cases of content theft and freebooting, and I credit the creators she steals from. I've been critical of her content, but that does not equate to harassment. What is harassment is coming to our home, sharing it for millions to see, and taunting me to come out. YouTube needs to take swift action and ban her from the platform ASAP. And the same goes for Instagram. Speaking of, SSSniperWolf is already making light of the situation, as if stalking someone is a quirky thing to do. No one should feel unsafe in their own home.
Now, YouTube took quite some time to respond to JacksFilms and the tweets that he put up on Twitter, but eventually did come out with a statement that stated that SSSniperWolf was temporarily demonetized from YouTube, but also in the same tweet stated that they were both wrong with their behavior and YouTube doesn't want that type of behavior on their platform. This is what I mean when I say that YouTube always finds a way to protect SSSniperWolf. If this was anyone else, they'd have a harsher punishment, but because it was their moneymaker, she gets a slap on the wrist, and JacksFilms also gets called out for some odd reason, even though he really didn't do anything wrong. This is what Moist Critical had to say about SSSniperWolf's apology that she posted right after YouTube's statement.
SSSniperWolf and YouTube had some kind of handshake agreement where it'll be like a light punishment as long as she makes an apology on Twitter, and she obliged. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my most recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to JacksFilms, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. JacksFilms, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment. I don't really have too many thoughts on her apology. Anytime I even hear the phrase or read the phrase lapse in judgment, I just immediately think of the Logan Paul apology video. But there's really nothing she can say here. What she's done is absolutely indefensible. It's also very unlikely that she's being genuine here. Like, I don't think she feels remorse for it or anything. She did immediately make light of it by saying, "We pull up to your house, what are you going to do?" on her Instagram story following all of this. So this really does seem like this was kind of forced on her by YouTube. Not even the backlash from her audience or everyone online. I think she still believes that what she did is okay. It's just YouTube made her do this. That's my working game theory here. That's the impression I get. When she says thanks to YouTube for holding her accountable, that seems really fake. YouTube isn't really holding her accountable. Temporarily suspending her monetization is a punishment, sure, but it's not exactly one that fits the crime, which is why so many people are dissatisfied with this whole situation and the way that it's concluding here. Unfortunately, it does seem like this is where the situation is wrapping up, and I don't think a lesson has been learned by SSSniperWolf nor by YouTube. I truly think that all of the backlash over the last week, the millions upon millions of people that have been talking about it nonstop, did not matter at all to either party. They just felt at some point, okay, fine, we'll do a little something so you guys can just shut up about it. And that's what we saw today.
Now, people found issue with SSSniperWolf's apology and the fact that this apology only came out after the statement by YouTube. This almost felt as if Leah wouldn't make a statement unless YouTube made one first. After this, John posted a video onto his second channel titled What Comes Next. During this video, he thanks everyone for their support of him and his wife and how they are in a limbo of not leaving the house and thinking about moving from their house. He'd also stated that moving on, he'd be changing up the content on the second channel to something new. Now, it seems like both parties have moved on. JacksFilms has switched up his content on the main channel and second channel, and SSSniperWolf took some time off and announced the break with an IG story that read, "Please remember that in spite of our differences, different opinions, mistakes, we all struggle to do the best we can and nobody is unaffected by hate, insecurity, and the pain it causes. I'm taking a step back, reflecting, learning, turning off the comments for a bit, and focusing on my own mental health that has been on a steep decline the past year. Videos have been extremely difficult to film the past few months, so thank you for being patient with me. You never know what struggles people are going through, so please be kind and please try to remember I am human and I have feelings just like you." But then she started to post daily as if nothing happened again. But her views on her channel have taken a slight hit. Over on my community tab, I shared a screenshot of her most recent videos struggling to generate over 1 million views, which was different compared to a month ago when she'd hit over 1 million views almost every single upload. It could be because it looks like she's been either setting videos to private or deleting them altogether, which affects the YouTube algorithm. But it looks like she's deleted 100 million views worth of videos over the past few weeks. Now, SSSniperWolf has found herself in a ton of controversy over her career. This recent drama between JacksFilms was just another chapter in her career, which has painted her in a negative light. And with so much coverage on SSSniperWolf and this major event, it has taken a toll on her channel. And who knows, maybe eventually her channel will lose even more views per video. But how do you feel about SSSniperWolf? Have you ever seen any of her videos, and do you like it? I personally never watched her videos, but they all follow the same format, which is having a shocked face on the side of the thumbnail, usually reusing that shocked face millions of times before changing the thumbnail picture, and every video has the same structure and hovers around 10 minutes long. Look, if you've been a fan of my channel, you already know exactly how I feel about lazy reaction channels, and I feel the same exact way with SSSniperWolf. The only reason why I feel like she hasn't had a bigger fall off is because of her simps that find her pretty and will support her just because she is a woman. Just like Pokemon's tier 3 subs who support her just because they have a weird obsession in their mind that one day just maybe she'll give them a chance. It's the same thing with SSSniperWolf. But this has been the end of the video. If you have any creators or video ideas that you wanted me to talk about, the best way you can suggest them to me is through my Instagram DMs or on my Discord. Now, there are major updates happening to the Discord where you can earn Bills coins to earn roles within the server, so come through and check it out. If you found yourself enjoying the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the channel out and gets us closer to 200,000 subscribers, and also helps you stay up to date with the newer uploads to the channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, on this channel, we have covered a large variety of creators who have pretended to be dying from different diseases like cancer or another disease, or they just fake disabilities in order to get money through fake GoFundMe campaigns, stream donations, and or AdSense money from the views that they'd receive from milking their fabricated illnesses to their audience.